Growing up in the 90s, the game series that brought me and all my cousins together was picking up the controllers of our Nintendo 64 and throwing down in WWF No Mercy. Being able to play as our favorite wrestlers and smash into each other while we pull off finishers and mash buttons was an absolute blast. Wrestling games haven't captured that nostalgic experience by moving more to a simulation style of gameplay, as opposed to the more arcadey nature of the N64 games. Kenny Omega, the EVP of AEW, and the developers who created the original game's Ukes have come together to bring back that nostalgia. This is AEW Fight Forever. The one thing Ukes needed to nail was the gameplay. The combat and controls feel directly lifted by No Mercy, and the additive luxury of dual sticks. Functions like signatures and finishers are simple to understand and easy to pull off. After you build momentum by successfully fighting in the matches, you pull off signatures, which are some of your wrestlers' iconic actions. If you do a taunt while having a signature, it will actually turn into a finisher where your wrestler does their most damaging move. I'm able to pull off simple and yet complex moves that replicate actions from all of my favorite wrestlers, and it is absolutely amazing. The roster of wrestlers you get to choose from are both plenty, but also feels incomplete. AEW is a relatively new company that only started in 2018, and the game's development started back in 2020. The roster is filled with the first year's greatest hits. It's got your Young Bucks, your Kenny Omega, Darby Allin, Brett Baker, Nyla Rose, Orange Cassidy, and many others that have been in AEW since day one. It has your wrestling legends, favorites like Bryan Danielson, Sting, Jeff Hardy, and many others. While this is a lot of wrestlers, and as someone who watches the show week to week, there are just more and interesting, exciting wrestlers I hope to see in future DLCs or in future games. With this robust roster though, it is sad to see that there are not many options for alternative looks or outfits. The matches are plentiful and add to the mayhem, from 1v1s to 4v4 free-for-alls, Battle Royale mode, and ladder and exploding barbed wire matches. When not fighting, the game also includes mini-games to spice up the game. Not all mini-games are the best. I could see having a blast on the couch or online, competing in an AEW trivia game or a rhythm game. I have to mention the Road to Elite story mode / retrospective of AEW. It has been a gem that keeps giving. It works as a recap of the short history that AEW has accomplished, with story beats and clips from major events. You play as your favorite wrestler as you proceed to rise the ranks from match to match, from the very first episode of AEW Dynamite all the way up to all their concurrent pay-per-views. In between matches, you get to travel to different cities that get to have you do different activities that have you buff up your character. You get to sightsee the locations where you might bump into fellow wrestlers and have weird, awkward photo ops. Cool meals. It is as ridiculous as it sounds, but it's only made better by the awkward but lovable cutscenes that feel like a Yakuza side quest. It's goofy, it's enduring, and it's a lot of fun. AEW Fight Forever is a return of a genre of games I've sorely missed. It brings back the memories while also being a love letter to the history of AEW has accomplished thus far. If you're a fan of AEW and Nintendo-style wrestling games, you would be remiss if you skipped this game. With it being on Gamepass day one, I hope to see a lot of my friends jumping in and having a blast with me. Thank you so much for watching this review. Let us know down below in the comments what you would like to see from the Point in Progress crew do next, as well as leave a like on the video, hit subscribe on the button if you haven't already, and of course join us Wednesdays when we do live on our podcast. Again, thank you, and be good people.